Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that's happening in every single workplace cleaning. But we're going way beyond just wiping down desks. We're going to look at why green cleaning is so much more than just a buzzword. It's actually a really smart strategic move for your company's health and, yeah, for its wallet. Okay, let's get into it. You know that smell, right? That sharp, almost sterile chemical smell that we've all been trained to think means clean. But what if I told you that smell isn't a good sign? What if it's actually a warning flag about what you and your team are breathing in and day out? And this is really where you see the two paths diverge. On one hand, you've got your traditional cleaners, the ones packed with hazardous chemicals and these things called volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. But on the other hand, you have a totally different way of doing things. Plant-based ingredients, non-toxic formulas, biodegradable solutions. The difference is night and day. And as we're about to see, so are the results. So first things first, let's pull back the curtain on what's really going on with those old school cleaning products. It's time to talk about the invisible problems and honestly the hidden costs that come with that traditional idea of clean. Okay, so meet the main villain of our story, VOCs. So what are they? Well, basically, they're nasty chemicals that get released as gases from things like traditional cleaning products. And when you spray that stuff around, those VOCs hang out in the air long after you're done cleaning. And they are a huge reason for poor indoor air quality. All right, so if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, this leads us right into the first huge win for green cleaning, protecting the people. We're talking about the direct, positive impact it has on the health of every single person who walks into your building. And this, right here, is the heart of the matter. We spend so much time worrying about the dirt we can see, but the bigger, more sneaky danger in any office is the air quality itself. You can't see bad air, but that invisible threat, polluted by all those VOCs, can have very, very visible effects on people. And here they are. These aren't just minor annoyances. The health issues tied to conventional cleaners are real. We're talking about chronic headaches, feeling dizzy, constant irritation in your throat and lungs, not to mention making things so much worse for anyone with asthma or allergies. This directly impacts how people feel and how well they can do their jobs. But the story doesn't end inside your office. Nope. The choices you make for your indoor space create ripples that go way, way beyond your four walls. So let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, our environmental responsibility. Just think about it for a second. That harsh chemical cleaner starts in a mop bucket in your office. Then it gets poured down the drain, entering the city's water system. And from there, it often ends up in our local rivers and lakes where it can cause real harm to fish and the whole aquatic ecosystem. It's a straight line from your floor to the environment. Now let's flip that. The green approach is a whole different system. We're not just talking about safer ingredients. By using super concentrated formulas, you slash the amount of plastic packaging. That also means fewer trucks on the road spewing emissions. You add in things like reusable microfiber cloths instead of throwaway paper towels, and suddenly you've got a system that seriously shrinks your company's carbon footprint. Okay, I know what you might be thinking right about now. This all sounds good in theory, but does this green stuff actually clean? That is a totally fair question, and we've got to tackle it head on. So let's bust this myth right now. This is the big one, right? The number one hesitation people have. There's this old idea that to really kill germs and get things clean, you need to bring out the harsh, heavy-hitting chemicals. That you need that hospital smell to feel like a space is truly sanitized. But is that really the case anymore? No way. Not anymore. That idea is completely outdated. Honestly, the science of green chemistry has made these huge leaps forward. Today's certified eco-friendly products are incredibly powerful. They've been tested and proven to be just as good at destroying dirt, grime, and germs as the old stuff. They just do it without all the dangerous side effects. All right, we've talked about healthier people, we've talked about a healthier planet, but we all know that for any business, it has to make sense financially. The big question is always about the bottom line. So, does going green actually pay off? Let's talk money. So if you look at this chart, it tells a really interesting story. Sure, the initial price tag on some green products might look a little higher, but look at the whole picture. Because they're concentrated, you end up using way less product over time. The gentler formulas also mean your desks, floors, and furniture last longer. But the real kicker? Look at employee health.
Fewer sick days means a much, much higher return on investment in the long run.
And this is the financial game changer right here. It's simple. When your team is breathing clean air, they just feel better. They're more focused, they get more done, and they're not calling out sick as often. That isn't just some feel-good benefit. That is a direct, measurable return on your investment. It's money back in your pocket. So when you boil it all down, it comes to this: the Green Clean triple win. See, this isn't about making a compromise. It's about getting a win in 3 different areas. You get healthier people breathing better air. You get a healthier planet because you're reducing your impact. And you get a healthier profit from a smart, long-term business decision. It's a win-win-win. So we want to leave you with this one question to think about. Now that you've seen the whole picture, the hidden dangers of the old way and the triple win of the new way, is your company's definition of clean actually healthy? Or is it maybe time for a change?